Never wear black on camera. Uh-oh. Are you ready to break some rules with me? I'm about to tell you why that advice is not quite right. And thankfully, because I don't know about you, but half my wardrobe is black. And if I had to start over from scratch, I'd be in big trouble. Look, there are some valid reasons to be careful about using black on camera. Black tends to absorb all the light and it flattens things out. So you can go from professional pro to floating head over a shapeless blob if you're not careful. Here's the real deal. You want to use black strategically, which means you want to avoid wearing solid black or black that is baggy and shapeless. So today I'm going to share with you 5 ways to wear black on camera in video calls or virtual meetings. And you're going to be surprised how many items you'll be able to pull out and reintroduce to your daily wardrobe. But first, welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie Hansen if you're new, and I help women look and feel confident on camera through fashion and virtual presence tips. So if that speaks to you, please consider hitting subscribe and join us on this virtual journey. Before we get into a solution, let's talk about why black can be problematic. Your camera is constantly adjusting the exposure on what it sees. And when you wear black, it overcompensates, especially if you've got a lighter background, which can really wash out your face. Plus, black clothing can also merge with shadows or darker backgrounds, which makes you lose all that definition and shape and can produce that floating head effect. But here's the thing, black isn't your enemy. It's how you use black that can make all the difference. So let's look at 5 ways that you can bring black back to the camera. Here's the first tip. The fit is everything. As I like to say, if it doesn't fit, it doesn't photo. For example, look at this super fitted sweater jacket. See how it hugs my body and creates clear definition? When black clothing is tailored and fitted, it maintains shape and structure on camera instead of turning into that dreaded shapeless void. Loose or baggy black clothing will always work against you, but fitted black pieces like this can actually look incredibly polished and professional on camera. Number 2 is the contrast rule. Now you probably also noticed that this fitted piece has this beautiful contrasting beige color around the neckline. And contrast is key on video because it gives the camera some visual interest to grab onto, and it prevents the black from overwhelming your frame, and it gives definition to your silhouette. Number 3, look for pieces with a subtle color interruption, like this fitted bolero jacket with a contrasting abstract line of color that runs through it. Sometimes that's all you need to break up the solid black and give your camera something to define. It's minimal, but it's mighty. Number 4, the backdrop method. This silk shirt with this beautiful colored pattern on it really shows you how black can serve as a beautiful backdrop for the right pattern. Now, of course, you want to be careful about patterns, make sure they're not too busy or they don't cut off somewhere awkwardly because of your frame. Number 5, the strategic layer. You can also wear a fitted blazer, which is a little more professional than a cardigan, over a fitted tank in a contrasting color like this one in ivory. And I really like the contrasting collar touches here and on the lapel. This is nice. It breaks things up, which we're looking for that color interruption, remember? And also it gives you the sophistication of black without the negative side effects. Now that you know the rules, you can start to play around with them a bit. For example, well, this top is technically solid black. It works because it's very fitted and the sleeves are translucent. So it creates this definition in my silhouette and I don't turn into a black blob on your screen. It also works because I added a contrasting necklace, which helps give the camera some more visual interest to work with. Let me share some pro tips for wearing black on camera. The first, lighting is everything. You want to make sure you have more light on your face, not less, when you're wearing black. So you need quality lighting like a ring light that you can adjust accordingly. Look, the better your lighting, the more you can get away with wearing black on video. Number 2, avoid darker backgrounds. Look, dark clothing like black works much better against a lighter background. So if you have a darker background and you can't change that much, consider wearing brighter colors to create more contrast. And let's be real, some black pieces still won't work on camera no matter how you style them. That includes oversized black sweaters or bulky jackets, solid black t-shirts with no design or texture, black clothing that's too loose and unstructured, or all black outfits with no contrast elements. So there you have it. We just broke the biggest virtual style rule in the book. So those are 5+ ways to incorporate black into your virtual meetings and videos. Which one are you excited to try? Let me know in the comments. And remember, black is not your enemy. We just need to use it more strategically. Think in terms of fit and contrast. So thank you for joining me. And please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And consider subscribing if you're interested in more tips on virtual style, fashion, and presence.